Do you need it back? I've got it. I really don't need it unless, no. Hi, everybody, and good afternoon, and welcome to Lady Bruin Stadium here on the campus of University School of Jackson. I'm Dave McCulley. This presentation today being brought to you by BallGame Blitz and Worthy Road Studios. We remind you, just right off the bat, any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this ball game tonight without the written consent of Worthy Road Studios, Paul Schultz and the gang is strictly prohibited. Back with USJ for the second day in a row. We had the Bruins last night over Jackson Christian, late yesterday afternoon, actually. And a little warmer today, 85 degrees here with the first pitch coming up in a few minutes. It was in the 70s over there yesterday, and a 5-run first inning by Jackson Christian proved to be a big key of the game. And then they were able to tack on 3 more runs and beat our Bruins 8-3 there yesterday. Well, let's hope for a bit different scenario today. Bruins coming in here today 3-3. They're coming off that 8-3 loss to Jackson Christian. And the Vikings, Jim Lewis, the head mentor in his first year down in Somerville at Fayette Academy, a former police officer down in Memphis, retired, became the chief of security at Somerville down at Fayette Academy, and also the softball coach. It was good to meet him early. We appreciate him sending things to us a little earlier as well. But the kids from Somerville come in today 4-5. Let's remind you that we want you to remember to cater our sponsors: Jackson State Community College, Jones Chevrolet, Blacksmith Restaurant, Thompson and Smith Insurance, I should say. Meanwhile, Aloha Pools, Jackson State Community College, we mentioned, Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Carlock Prestige as well, Mitchell's Body Shop. Meanwhile, McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Tennessee Tractor, also Erickton Funeral Directors, the Bank of Jackson, Keen's Jewelers, Dynamix, and some other folks, H&M Construction, Great American Sports, Red Hook Restaurant. We talked yesterday. We haven't been there yet. We've got to make a trip over there. And meanwhile, Fleet Feet, something I've never been accused of there with Fleet Feet, but they're one of our great sponsors as well. So the kids from Somerville have made their way here to Jackson, and they'll play again. These teams will play again later this month, actually about a week. They'll play on the 18th, I believe it is. Yep. No, I beg your pardon. They'll play on the 11th. So next Monday, it will be USJ traveling down to Fayette Academy. Good to see Alicia and Stephanie here with us today. Paul Schultz is over at baseball right now. Good to have them working with us. We see the big monitor over to our left. Great view here for the park. And boy, what facilities they have here at USJ. I mean, it's like walking on a college campus. And I walk on a lot of college campuses, being at Lambeth all those years and now at Bethel for about 13 years. But certainly a beautiful campus, beautiful facilities, and great traditions over here in every sport, as a matter of fact, as well. Let's do this. We'll take it just here and keep it here for a second. We'll take that break here in just a matter of moments. Coach Ayers down at the home plate with the umpires. Meanwhile, it is Coach Lewis down there as well, as they go over the preliminary situations here with the grounds and the key and those kind of things as well. Let's remind you that for the Bruins today, leading it off will be Halen Ayers. She'll be the shortstop, the 8th grader. Maddie Polk, left fielder, wearing number 1 today. Abby Brown, the second baseman, will bat third. In the cleanup spot today is Emma Kate Elrod, and she is a junior, I might add. Beth reminded me of that last night. She's the pitcher. Pitched 110 pitches yesterday in the tough loss. Tough luck loss for her, too. She really pitched well at times. Taylor Sands, she's the third baseman, an outstanding player. Her dad will be over here to our right. He'll be doing some PA work, I believe, and some clock work. L.K. Prater, the catcher. Meanwhile, it will be Ella Golden. And then rounding out the lineup will be Lauren Raines. She'll be the designated player. M.P. Redden. Miss Redden will be the player today. Mary Payton, as a matter of fact. And she'll be in that last spot. And meanwhile, the flex player will be Kendall Keene. She'll be there as well today. So let's a different lineup today than we had yesterday. We'll do the Fayette Academy lineup here for you in just a matter of moments. They're decked out in the black pants, the red jerseys with Vikings etched across there in black, trimmed in white, and, of course, the very familiar Columbia blue of the USJ Lady Bruins, wearing the white pants with the – yesterday they wore the white pinstripes. Today they wear the blue pinstripes, the Columbia blue, with numbers and Lady Bruins etched across in the front. Good to be working with the gals again. Good to be here with you with Paul Schultz and the gang. They're doing baseball just, a few yards from us, right behind us here, and another great facility here as well. The weather right now in the 80s. We do not anticipate any bad weather tonight, although be ready tomorrow. get the hatches battered down again because we expect some rain and severe storms maybe possibly tomorrow afternoon. Speaking of tomorrow afternoon, the Lady Bruins are scheduled to play tomorrow against Trinity Christian Academy. That game is scheduled to start, by the way, at 5 o'clock. I'm not sure they'll get that in or not. If you look at the weather forecast tonight, they probably will not. We did not give you the lineups here for the Lady Vikings. It will be Casey Kimmery. She'll be the leadoff hitter. The pitcher will be Jenna Kimmery. She'll bat second. Hannah Fly will bat third. In the cleanup spot is Hannah Logan. She'll be the catcher tonight as well. Meanwhile, it is Miss Branch. That's a change there. As Miss Branch, that's Katie Lynn Branch. She'll be the second baseman. Meanwhile, Abby Proctor will be hitting right after her. She'll play third base today. Also, it will be Abidel, and she wears number 13. That's going to be Abidel Key, K-E-E. Morgan Cannon will be hitting eighth. She'll play center field. And the right fielder, rounding out their lineup, will be Ava Snodgrass. They give the starters here for the Bruins. We've already done that, so let's do this. Let's take a 2-minute break. We'll come back. First pitch coming up in just a matter of moments here on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Stay with us, everybody.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oilwell Road beside Walgreens.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise, and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
We realize you have a busy lifestyle, and at the Bank of Jackson, we're here to help you fulfill all of your financial needs, personal and business loans, mortgages, online banking and bill pay, and so much more. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
And welcome back, everybody, to Lady Bruin Stadium here on the campus of University School of Jackson. Great to have you aboard this afternoon as we get ready to bring you another presentation of Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz. Again, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley, and we are excited about being here. And excited to be back in the circle is E.K. Elrod. Elrod threw 110 pitches yesterday. 5 runs in the first inning was the Bruins' undoing, I should say. But she battled and kept her team in the game and got out a couple of jams. And quite frank with you, she didn't really give up a hard-hit ball until later in the game. USJ battled back after being down 7-0. It was 7-3. Then they lost. We're going to lose 8-3. Again, reminding you that Worthy Road Studios brings you softball, baseball, varied schools around the area, including Union University, TCA, USJ, Jackson Christian. Elrod, the lefty, EK, stands for Emma Kate. And the junior. Her mom, Beth, was watching yesterday and corrected me on that. That infield again for you. We mentioned Shan's earlier. She's down at third base. At shortstop is very talented Ayers. And here's the first pitch of the game. Here's the delivery to the leadoff hitter, and this is Casey Kimmery. You see the wind whipping around the ponytail there a little bit. Pretty brisk. Not quite as brisk as it was yesterday. Blowing out to left field today. Yesterday it was blowing out to right at Jackson Christian. So blowing out to left. Anything in the air out there might get. And there's a ground ball. Fielded cleanly by Ayers. Throws her out first base. And it's 1 up, 1 down. So you can credit that. A 6-3 put out. Good start for EK. A lefty. Watched her yesterday. She likes to pound that ball in the glove. And up next will be Jenna Kimry, the pitcher. Wearing number 15. Here's the delivery by EK. Fly ball out to right field. And coming in on it and unable to get there. And the ball gets by her. That's going to go out and all the way down the right field line and hustling into third. And probably should have been caught. So he's going to give E9. I normally am very conservative about not wanting to give kids errors, but she will be the first to tell you, the right fielder that time. Should have been caught. So, a runner at third. Here's a courtesy runner coming in for the Lady Vikings. Is Tatum Summers, and she'll run. Elrod had the defense to fall behind a little bit, or fell behind her a little bit yesterday. A couple of walks in that first inning, only a couple of hits, but gave up 5. But let's see if she can battle her way out of this. Let's hope so. Run at third, 1 on, 1 out. Here's the pitch. Must have been a little high. Looked pretty good up here, but we'll not get on the umpires a lot today unless we just absolutely have to. Looked good from up here, didn't it, guys? 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. That one was high. Had a little bit of mustard on that one. 2 balls, no strikes. We're at the Road Studios and BallGame Blitz. You can watch this later on YouTube. Here's a pop-up down the right field line, and good hustle that time trying to get over there to get that ball. Was Ella Golden, but couldn't come up with it. Second baseman out there as well, Golden out there trying to gather that thing in. Had a good jump on it, but just couldn't come up with it. So it's 2 balls and a strike. Here's EK's delivery. Popped right up and caught. Nice. That jammed her. Really jammed the hitter that time. That being Hannah Fly. And an easy pop up there. The catcher really stayed right with that. And a nice play by Prater. LK came up with it. Here's Hannah Logan. She's the catcher on the other side. So now 2 outs and only 1 on, and a chance for EK to get out of this jam. Not of her doing. Strike. Nice fastball on the outside portion of the plate. No balls, 1 strike. First baseman. A tad in a little bit there by. Here's a line drive, and that's caught. Oh, nice play. Great jump on that ball. And the left fielder really made a nice play. Mary Peyton Redden came up with it. So the fly out, so we have no runs, no hits, 1 error, 1 left. We played a half inning. Good Bruins coming to bat. We'll come back right after this for the bottom of the first on the BallGame Blitz.
Buying a home is a major milestone, and at the Bank of Jackson, we want to help you achieve it. Our mortgage specialists can assist you with conventional, VA, FHA, or construction loans, as well as USDA and THDA development loans. Serving the Jackson area for 25 years. The Bank of Jackson, your down-home community bank. You belong here. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For anyone contemplating pre-planning, we can tell you from our experience, it's much easier to make funeral plans and record them now than wait until emotions are running at their highest.
With pre-planning, you can free your mind and heart from having to make big decisions during a time of grief and instead enjoy the freedom to focus on the memories of a life well lived.
Every play-by-play and media person needs a good director. Lisa saved me that time. We were talking here, and she'd already turned my mic down. I looked over there to make sure she had, and she'd already taken care of me. Thank you. On the mound is Jenna Kimry. This Lady Viking team coming in at 4-5. Coach Lewis in his first year. I gave the guys here a roster. I'm glad I had that with me, an extra copy, because they would never be able to read my writing. I can't read my own writing sometimes. And leading it off is Halen Ayers, outstanding player. She loves to slap at it and try to beat it out. She did that a couple of times yesterday. She and Poke both, the 1 and 2 hitters, man, if they get the barrel on it and just get a little contact, they've got a good chance to beat it out. Here's the first pitch from Fly. She flies it in there, and it's outside. Well, no, he called it on the outside. A little generous on that, I thought. It's no balls and a strike. Coach Joel Ayers down there, also the basketball coach. So Ashley here. There's a little pop right over the third baseman's head. Boy, great back control. And Ayers, look at her. She scoots to second and no play. Well, a double, instead of a bloop double, we'll take it. How about that? Right over the third baseman's head. Proctor did all she could, but it was just hit hard enough to get over her head. So it's 1 on, no one out. And here's Poke. She'll do the same kind of thing, I would bet. Squares like she's going to bunt. Fly checks the wristband. We'll bring it home. Not a big gal, but she brings it in. Here's a dribbler down to short. They'll never throw anyone out. Infield hit for Poke. Ayers stops at third. Dad put the brakes on and said, stay right here, kiddo. Here's Abby Brown, second baseman. Abby will step in from the right side. The righty Fly. Runners at the corners now. No one out, first and third. So a good opportunity for the Bruins to jump out in this game. Brown just rests that bat, like Bob Horner, the former Brave, used to do, on her shoulder. She'll have no idea who that is. Now they fake the throw to third, and no throw as Poke gets the stolen base. So now runners at second and third, no one out. Coach Ayers, you can hear him up here, so let's go now, let's go. And Brown steps back in. Abby Brown. Wide stance at the plate. You see a great camera shot of that. A dribbler in the dirt. And a ball. Great camera angle. That ain't camera from the first base side. The production that Worthy Road Studios presents to you folks night in, night out is superb. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Had a good cut at it, but the foul's right back over here. The late Harry Carey, if he'd had a long basket the way he used to, he'd have caught that. Well, the guys here never flinched. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, a big pitch here. Down to third. They hold the runner, throw out at first, but now Ayers comes in. Ayers just waited, made sure that she threw it to first. Brown's out there on the fielder's choice. But coming in to score is Ayers. Well, 2 hits and the fielder's choice, and just like that, the Bruins are on the board 1-0. Great to have you aboard tonight. Hope you settle back. Did the game last night, had some work to do, SID work to do, and I looked up, it was about 9:30, and I went, wait a minute. There was something on TV I missed, but with Kentucky out, I didn't care. The national championship game. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Elrod had a good cut at it. EK, the junior. Mom reminded me again last night, she is a junior. We had a couple of changes in the batting order last night from the original order I had received, and I went back and changed. I changed the numbers and kids' names, but I forgot to change what class they're in. You look down at this USJ team, freshmen, 2 8th graders, a couple of juniors, 4 8th graders, junior 8th grader, junior 8th. So a relatively young team with some juniors. Not a senior on the team, so the future not only this year but in the years to come as well. Here's Fly's delivery. That hit the dirt before it ever got there, so it's 1 ball, 1 strike. You see the folks in the crowd behind the screen there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 1 in. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Did not have a really good swing at that. EK didn't. And she'll try again. You only need 1, kiddo. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
Reset, let's go.
You want to make contact here just to get that runner in because Poke is so quick.
Contact.
Any contact, she'll come in and score. Probably without a play. Here's the pitch. Ball. Fly wanted that. The catcher wanted it, but they didn't get it. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. I like an eagle. EK Elrod. PK will step back in. Here's the 2-2 count. And the pitch on its way. And a nice bit of hitting there. Drives it out to center field, caught. But the sac fly will get the runner in. Good throw by the center fielder, but not in time. So the sac fly by Elrod and the RBI. That's what you wanted to do right there, just make contact. We talked about that, and she really got a good barrel on it that time and drove it pretty hard. Caught out there by the center fielder, Kimry. Well, 2 in. And stepping in now will be Taylor Sands, her dad, right here to my right. Getting paid the big bucks for keeping a scoreboard, right? Taylor, good player, third baseman. I mentioned yesterday, I know some colleges that are looking at her. Here's the pitch. Good eye. Pulled it back, wanted to go at it, but out of the strike zone it sails. Coach Ayers going down through a little bit of motion about the hitting. Saying if it's right here between your chest and right there, kiddo, swing at it. So 1 ball, no strikes. Fly looking at that wristband. Here's the pitch. Boy, a ball that's hit hard. Way back, way back, way back, way back. It's out of here. Sands just hit a home run, folks. How about that? I mean, she got the barrel and more on that. And the kids come out of the dugout, and just like that, it's a 3-0 game. She got a pitch she wanted, and I mean drove it with authority out to left field. So it's now 3 runs on 3 hits. A fielder's choice, scored a run, and an RBI single. Or a sac fly, I should say. Here's L.K. Prater. L.K. will step in. Laura Kate. Got to be a story about L.K.'s helmet. It's a little different than the rest. Boy, that's a ball drill, but foul. Joel Ayers is glad that was driven over his head down there. So Fly had a chance to get out with only 1 run, but now the Bruins have struck for 3. 3 runs, 2 hits. There's another ball driven hard out to left field, but that's going to be foul as well. Well, it sort of died on me a little bit. Not hit quite as hard as I thought. And good sportsmanship by the catcher. You like to see that as she hands the bat. Logan did. I'm sure we've got some folks down in Somerville watching today. Here's a ball dribble. She's getting good contact, but sure Joel is probably saying being a little bit more patient now. No balls, 2 strikes. Can't be real patient here with 2 strikes on you, but again, just get the bat on the ball. Fly steps out of the circle a little bit, now comes back. Has that right foot taped up a little bit. You can see out there. There's the delivery, and that ball is zinged out to left field. Well, she's not fooling the Lady Bruins right now. That's the 3rd hit of the inning. And Prater's on first, and that's going to bring up Ella Golden, the first baseman. So Golden will step in. Joe bringing some fresh softballs up to the umpire there. I was telling the umpires before the game at the college level, I always tell the umpires if it's a doubleheader in baseball, it's a wide strike zone. Just tell them that. So no, we can't do that because mamas and daddies really get on us when we do that. You tell the hitters if it's close, you better go for it. Here's a courtesy runner coming in. And that's going to be who came in there, guys? I'm looking at my roster. I don't have a 32 here. Let me double check here. Who's that, guys? Ree. Okay. Ree's in the game, and he's getting instructions from the coach down there. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 3 in and 2 outs. Fly delivers. Here's the pitch. Popped up, out of play. Well, I say out of play. She caught it. I thought that ball was going to drift out, but a nice play by the first baseman. So a pop-up. That ends the inning. 3 runs, 3 hits, no errors, and 1 left. We played an inning. Good start for your Lady Bruins. They lead the game 3-0. Back after this 1-minute message. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios.
Tired of going to the dealerships only to see empty spaces? Then come to Carlock Nissan of Jackson. We have over 60 new vehicles in stock and more coming in daily. You can see, feel, and of course smell that new car smell. Save up to $8,600 off MSRP on a new Nissan. Plus, special APR financing as low as 1.9%. It's all at Carlock Nissan of Jackson. You should already be here.
Home furnishings, appliances, bedding, and so much more. Kaufman's. At the Bypass and Oil Well Road in Jackson. Home furnishings for every room in your home. Custom upholstery options too, with professional advice. Major appliances from America's top name brands. Mattresses and bedding accessories. Outdoor living and grilling too. And our fully stocked warehouse helps prevent supply chain delays. Kaufman's, for your life.
85 degrees, wind blowing out to the left field area at 13 miles an hour. And Katie Lynn Branch will lead it off here for the Vikings, who trail the game now 3-0. So EK's got a 3-run cushion. Let's see what she can do with it. The thing you want to come back here after your team scores 3 runs is come back and shut them down. Here's the pitch. Outside and low, 1 ball, no strikes. Coach Lewis down in the third base coaching box down there, or near what would be one. First year, here's the pitch. High, 2 balls, no strikes. If you're just joining us, we mentioned earlier, Coach Lewis, his first year, originally from Arlington, Tennessee, my hometown. And he was on the police force in Memphis for 24 years and now is the security officer there and coaches softball. Barely missed, 3-0. Pretty close. The press box here thought it was a strike, and so did I. So it's 3 balls and no strikes, and here's the pitch by EK. Well, it sails out, and ball 4. So the walk, and that puts Branch on down at first. Here's Abby Proctor stepping in on the right side, wearing double deuce, number 22. First baseman, Golden up a little bit. Jan's up at third base a couple of steps as well. Here's a ground ball down to second. They'll take they're going to go get the force out. Nice play. Then here's the throw back to first. Nice play by Ayers, but too late that time. But you take what you get. You get that lead runner, and a nice play by the second baseman as she throws her out. And Abby Brown made the nice play. So the fielder's choice has Proctor at first with 1 out. On the 4-6-3 put out. Here's Key in the game. She has 3 letters in the last name, Key. 9 in the first name, Addie Bell. So Addie Bell will step in. Here's the pitch outside. Like Alex Rodriguez of years fame in Major League Baseball, no superstition, wearing number 13. Baseball and softball are sort of superstitious games, though, if you follow the sports real well. Here's the 1-0 pitch. Popped up, straight up in the air. EK says, let me have it, and dropped it. They got to get the runner at second, though. So the 4's out there. It wound up working out okay. So Key pops up. But you get the force out at second. Here's Cannon. Morgan Cannon will step in. Cannon is a freshman. 4 freshmen on this. We mentioned the youth of USJ. How about 4 freshmen, 5 sophomores, 2 seniors, 1 junior on this team, and 1 8th grader. Strike. Nice pitch by EK. Rod went right in there with it. Got ahead of her. So important, baseball, softball, to get ahead of the hitters. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Outside, sails out there and stays out there. 1 ball, 1 strike. We're in the second. Fayette Academy from Somerville batting, and they trail the game to our Bruins 3-0. Again, wind blowing out about 13 miles an hour toward left. Here's a swing, and fouls back right in the screen. Had a good beat on it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. I don't think the home run, though, that Shan's hit, I don't think she really needed the wind. She clobbered that ball. That wind could have been blowing in, and I think it would have still got out. She powdered the thing out of there. Here's the 1-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Took something off of it and strikes her out. First strike out of the game, and EK did a great job. So we have no runs, No hits. Where one left. We played an inning and a half, and your score, USJ 3, Fayette Academy nothing. Back with a second right after this on Worthy Road Studios.
Dynamics Physical Therapy, your elite provider in sports medicine and performance. Now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
Do you want your smile to say it all? At Elite Dental Care, we'll make you and your family feel comfortable and secure with a variety of services and state-of-the-art care. We offer sedation dentistry that will make your time in the dental chair comfortable and relaxed. Come by and see our newly renovated and expanded office in Jackson, or one of our other convenient locations in Trenton or Dyersburg. Trust your smile with Elite Dental Care, and let your smile say it all.
With Alicia Thatch and Stephanie Janda at the controls. Hi, everybody. Dave McCulley. We're back in the second inning. The bottom of the second. And the Bruins lead the game 3-0. Overcast. We mentioned the temperature at 85 degrees. Nice and cool up here, though. They've got the air conditioner on. And really a nice evening to get outside if you're out driving around and watching the game. Well, watch the road first. Everybody who's traveling with you, hold the computer up where you can sit. But wherever you may be. Bill Hamilton's tuned in tonight. Big hello to Bill. And Miss Joellen. Well, to lead off this bottom of the second is Raines. Lauren Raines. Raines, another one of these eighth graders, will step in from the right side and fly, trying to shut USJ down now after giving up 3 runs in the first. We mentioned a moment ago that wind blowing out, but again, the ball that Taylor hit out there, it didn't need any wind. Here's the pitch by Fly, the righty, swing and a miss. Good fastball that time, and really had a lot on it, and had Raines reaching for it a little bit on top of that. No balls and a strike. USJ Lady Bruin softball today, being brought to you by some great sponsors. We'll mention them throughout our broadcast. Jones Chevrolet, Jackson State Community College, Blacksmith Restaurant. Slide high, I guess. 1 ball, 1 strike. Thompson Smith Insurance. Aloha Pools. Elite Dental, Carlock Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop. We'll continue with that theme throughout this inning. This one outside, a little high. 2 balls and a strike. McCoy's Heating and Air. Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Erickton Funeral Homes, the Bank of Jackson, Keene Jewelers, Grover and the gang, Dynamix, H&M Construction. Here's the pitch. Drive out to right field, out there. It's going to get down all the way to the fence. Raines will round first. She'll go to second and pull in there for the double and stop right on the dime. And, boy, that ball was blistered in the gap out there. Right fielder, if she'd had a better chance, a better jump, she might would have had a chance to maybe make some kind of spectacular play, but that ball was drilled out there. And the double by Raines, a good start. Here's MP Redden. Mary Payton. She'll step in. Boy, the Bruins have got the bats in force today. Richardson sort of shut them down a little bit at Jackson Christian, but they're making up for that tonight. Here's a swing and a miss. Out in front of it a little bit, lunging. Coach Harris saying, stay back now. Let her come to you. No balls and a strike. 3-0 Bruins in the bottom of the second. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Came with a fastball that time. And no balls, 2 strikes. Bruins back in action, scheduled tomorrow. Home against Trinity Christian. I don't mean to be a naysayer. Here's a dribbler out to short. That advanced the runner. And she's got to beat that ball out. Yeah, she beat it out. Good hustle by Mary Payton, and MP put it down there. And a ball not hit quite hard enough that the shortstop could throw out. So it's an infield hit. That's the 5th hit of the game for USJ. And now here's Ayers to step in from the left side. So runners at the corners, no one out, already up 3-0. Bruins trying to add more. The first baseman creeping up in there. Third baseman as well. They're expecting a sort of a slap attack here. Bad ball is drilled out to right field and over the fence. It sails. 3-run shot. How about Ayers? A 3-run shot. Everybody in the park, I think, including us, maybe thinking maybe a slap kind of hit. Well, she slapped it, but slapped it over the right field fence. How about that? Second homer. That thing got out of here quick. And just like that, it's 6-0. First baseman was creeping in. Third baseman was creeping in. That ball just sailed right out of here. Line shot. Right fielder broke back at it and said, nope, no way. So it's 6-0. Great start and bounce back after the game yesterday. Great play here thus far. Here's Maddie Pope. Reached on the infield hitter first time up. Here's the pitch. Fakes the bunt, pulls off in the ball. 1 ball, no strike. Fayette Academy coming in at 4-5 on the year. 2 good teams, both battling, trying to get to that 500 mark or more. Big district game. They play again, as we said earlier. They play again here next week at Fayette Academy. Here's the pitch, low, 2 balls and a strike. So the 2-0 delivery forthcoming. Hitter's pitch here. Shans and Ayers doing their Aaron Judge look-alike. Here's a ball out to short. Hit pretty hard, but she's going to beat it out. That ball was hit hard. Most kids might not run that out, but that wasn't even close. Poke, they didn't even throw it. Poke is on with a hit.
Now batting for Lady Bruins, number 11, Abby Brown.
Here's Brown. Reached on a fielder's choice for first time up at the RBI. It's a 6-0 game, and the Bruins now with another runner on. And no one out, still here in the second. Fly peers in. And she'll bring it home. Here's the pitch. Strike. That pitch, he's called a strike. Sometimes looks like a little outside, but he's been consistent with it. That's all you want an umpire to be. No balls and a strike. Brown will step back in, the second baseman. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Swing and a miss. Well, foul back, actually. 0-2, and the runner will have to return. Brown, or make it Poke, will have to go back to first base. 6-0, so it's been 6 runs on 7 hits. Fly steps back using the right side of that rubber, as you see there on your screen, and there's one popped up and out of play down to the right. So no balls, 2 strikes, and now Brown has to be a protective kind of hitter and just make contact, get the bat on it, and hope for the best in the 0-2 hole here. Outfielders played it pretty well straight away. Center fielder shading a little bit toward left. Here's the pitch. Almost hit her now. The runner breaks and is in there easily. Poke with a stolen base. This USJ team talented, but boy, they've got some speed too. They're going to steal a lot of bases this year. 6-0 and the 1-2 count on Brown. Abby cocks that bat up off the shoulder there and swings and a miss. Strikeout. That's the first strikeout of the game for Fly. Here's E.K. Elrod. Remember the sack fly she had on the 0-2 count on the RBI. Drilled it out there and got the runner in. That was a big at-bat for her. And Elrod will step in again from that right side. So 1 on, 1 out. 6-0 your score. Here's the pitch. Popped out to center. Center fielder drifting under it there. And Kimry brings it in, and it's 2 outs. Got a little bit up under it. And the fly out to the 8 spot. Here's Taylor Sands. Had a home run in that first inning. Proud dad, am I right? He was happy about that. Let's see if she can make it 2 in a row. The Bruins have hit 2 in a row, and Coach Lewis going out to talk to Fly. He may be saying, don't give her anything down the middle of the plate. Coach Lewis out there, first year we mentioned. The other sponsors making it possible tonight, Great American Sports, H&M Construction. Meanwhile, Red Hook Restaurant. Stephanie, you been to Red Hook yet? Haven't been there yet. Yeah, it's good. I hear it's really good. Carlock Prestige, Fleet Feet. Another great sponsor of Worthy Road Studios Productions. You not only see softball, baseball, you see weddings, church services. I don't know how Paul ever gets any rest. I thought I was busy with 28 sports at a college. I'm sorry?
He does funerals.
Funerals?
Yes, he does. He's been doing a whole bunch of them this year. A lot more this year than he did last year.
But he's as busy as an SID at a college, I know. 6-2 your score, or 6-0, I should say. And now 2 outs, and the runner down at second is Pope. And Taylor Sands trying to bring her in. Here's the pitch. Popped up, and the second baseman sails under and gathers it in, and the pop-up to the second baseman. All right, let's recap for you. 3 runs on 4 hits. No errors, 1 left. We played 2 innings. Your score, 6-0 Bruins. Back after this. Stay with us on Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oil Well Road beside Walgreens.
At Dynamics Physical Therapy, we help our clients get back to doing what they love. Dynamics is now serving communities throughout West Tennessee.
If you're watching live, we certainly do appreciate that tonight, Lady Bruin softball. If you know some folks that maybe are here and maybe want to watch the game later, you can catch it on YouTube. They'll have that up pretty quickly after the ball game tonight. Live right now on Facebook. Thank you, Stephanie. You guys got it covered. You guys don't miss a beat. I can't get anything on you guys. Sands is in a couple feet up in third base. Golden up likewise at first base. Second baseman, shortstop. Playing pretty well. Here's Ava Snodgrass. Will step in from the right side. And EK brings it home, and it's a ball. 1 ball, no strikes. A little darker and overcast here tonight. They've got the lights on. Here's the pitch. Swing. Bob back. When you see the scoreboard out there, it says state champions. We were talking last night about all the schools that have had state champions in this city. USJ softball, they've had their share in golf and tennis. One ball, one strike. Swing and a miss. Former coach out here, Mickey Marley, good friend of mine. We used to do the TV show, Give 'em 6 together. I think Mickey's retired now. I think he was at Trent Peabody for a while. I think he's called it quits, staying with the grandkids. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Pretty close, but she took it, got away with it. So it evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two delivery forthcoming. Here it is by Elrod. Barely missing. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Full count. Of course, we do the Trinity Christian games for Worthy Road Studios. And, boy, we had some great battles with USJ, Jackson Christian, TCA, some of those schools. Here's a ball hammered toward the dugout down there. On-deck hitter says, the on-deck hitter is Kimry. She says, I think I'll go back to the dugout. She's over there watching that thing. Last night, Fair hit a ball that almost, or excuse me, it was, Fair and Ayers almost teamed up for the ball in the on-deck circle last night as well. I even said it wasn't fair by Fair to do that. Well, the walk. Oh, excuse me, that's an out. Excuse me, I apologize. So Snodgrass is out, and this brings up Kimry, Casey Kimry. She grounded out to short her first time up. Steps in from the left side. Here's the pitch. High. 1 ball, no strikes. Elrod getting a little bit of a groove now. She didn't pitch badly last night. It was just the defense failed her a couple of times and a couple of seeing eye hits for Jackson Christian. Here's a ball hammered out to center field. That gets by the center fielder out there and goes all the way to the fence. And here goes Kimry hustling into second with a stand-up double. Well, that ball hit hard and no chance for Polk to go back there and get it. That's the hardest hit ball they've had today, they being Fayette Academy. Casey came over and gave the coach, I think, the batting glove or something, and she's back out at second. So 1 on, 1 out. Coach Lewis tells Kimry, here's what we're going to do, kid, if this happens. And stepping in will be Kimry. Went back and look. That's the first hit of the game for Fayette Academy. They had a couple runners on with a walk. Here's the pitch, popped up. First baseman, Golden comes in, grabs it, snags it right out of midair. A nice play there. So Kimry's out. Here's Fly stepping in. She popped up to the catcher her first time up. So now with a runner at second, 2 outs. Outside, 1 ball, no strikes. They've got the lights on here at the stadium. And EK trying to get out of a little bit of a jam here. Here's the pitch. Ball, high, 2 balls, no strikes. Great camera shot there from the center field camera. As you see Elrod rubbing that ball there and getting her momentum. Now looks down at her right arm with that code out there. Good pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Of course, when I was growing up, I didn't play softball, I played a little baseball. You didn't have all those wristbands. The coach just said, go out there and throw it as hard as you can throw it. Throw a curve every once in a while if you got one, keep them off balance. Here's a drive out to left field. And out there to grab it, and an out. And coming in was Redden there that caught that one. And the fly out to the 7th spot ends the inning. So no runs, 1 hit, 1 left, no errors in the inning. And we played now 2.5 innings. It's still 6-0 Lady Bruins. Back with us more after this. Stay with us, everybody.
Turn to the experts. Since 1955, Garrett Plumbing and Heating has been the leader in plumbing, heating, and air conditioning service and installation for West Tennessee. A proud supporter of USJ Bruin Athletics, we are your local Carrier Factory authorized dealer. Call Garrett Plumbing and Heating, 668-3339, for all of your plumbing, heating, and air needs.
Are you looking to build a career? Build a career with West Tennessee's own H&M Company. H&M is a leading coast-to-coast industrial design and construction firm for Fortune 500 companies. Founded in Milan in 1957 and headquartered in Jackson, H&M is actively hiring in all areas of construction and engineering. Visit us at hmcompany.com to start building your career today.
Well, after a 3-spot in the first and a 3-spot in the second, the Bruins will come to bat in the 3rd inning, leading 6-0. Welcome back, everybody, to campus of University School of Jackson. Beautiful campus, beautiful facilities. They do a great job out here. And to lead it off in the 3rd is Prater. Okay, we'll step in from the right side and Fly trying to get out of an inning unscathed for the first time today. Fly will bring it home. First pitch of the 3rd. Here's the pitch. High, 1 ball, no strikes. See Prater step out, get some shadow swings at it. The next one forthcoming. Here's the pitch. Driven out of there. That ball may get out, and that ball is to the fence. Going to be a stand-up double as Prater will hustle into second base. That thing came close, but it hit the base of the fence out there for the double. 8th hit of the game for USJ. Here's Golden, who popped up to the first baseman her first time up. Golan. The Columbia blue and white and red. Very familiar colors out here through the years. A lot of history with USJ and every sport. Here's the pitch. Foul back. Had a chance to spend a few minutes before the game today with Paul Conway. Paulie. He was the soccer coach, the men's coach at Lamberth when I was there as the interim AD, associate AD, and SID through the years. Paulie and Simon, two of the best people I've ever worked with. And Paulie's won a title out here, a couple. What a great guy, what a great coach he is. Here's the pitch. Foul, driven hard out there, but way out of play. Paulie was out there with the little ones out there. They start them young, and it pays dividends. So no balls, 2 strikes, 6-0. And here's the pitch. Ball. Fly wanted that pitch, didn't get it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Runner at second in the presence of Prater, who doubled lead off the inning. 6-0. Bruins lead the game. The pitch to Golden. High. Good eye. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Boy, that's a good bit of hitting there that time because you want to go with that thing. That high pitch entices you to maybe go sometimes for a 1 out of the strike zone, but she did not. Here's the pitch. Back to the pitcher. She'll throw out at first base. And the 1-3 put out will put the runner, Prater, at third with 1 out. There's Lauren Raines, who doubled her first time up. And again, this is one of those plays. Just make contact, even if you make an out. If you make contact, you probably got a good chance to get the runner, Prater, in. Lead off double, but now she's at third with 1 out. 6-0 Bruins. Here's the pitch. Ball, 1 ball, no strikes. Good shot now as you see the dugout over there, the Bruins. Coach Ayers, he's been very animated here today. Joel does a great job with softball. Outstanding basketball coach as well. Bruins with another outstanding year. Girls basketball. Swing. And a miss. 1 ball, 1 strike. I think most of us thought that the Bruins and the Lady Lions of TCA would play for the right to go on, and Bruins got upset. And then the Lady Lions got upset at home to end their season. So both went. Here's a ball, and that hit the runner. She was out of play there, so that's legal. If she'd been in, it would have been an out. But she was out. Joel down there saying, I'm glad you took that because that was coming at me. So that ball hit Prater, but she was almost to the grass over here. Here's a swing. Fouls it back. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Guys ducking over there? I saw you ducking, yeah. Wait till I tell Taylor her dad was over here ducking. 1 ball, 2 strikes. 6-0. I never flinched here because I've got a window and everything in front of me here. The net would protect me. Here's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Stayed alive. Out in front a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Now, dads would get the kids in the car, and they'll say, now, why didn't you feel that ball? Why didn't you stay in front of that ball? And then he's over here ducking, you know what I mean? So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Here's the pitch. Low, 2 balls, 2 strikes. My daughter played softball and center fielder, all-district, all-region player, and I knew better than say much to her. I'm not very athletic. 6-0. That's why I went into broadcasting. I'm not sure where Paul got this mouse pad, but we got to replace that thing. It's a 2-2 count here. Here's the pitch. Let me put it to you this way. The mouse pad has orange on it, and it's an arch rival of my Kentucky Wildcats. Someone must have given him that mouse pad free. 2 balls, 2 strikes. I'll make it 3 balls, 2 strikes. I apologize. Here's the pitch. Walked her. Nice at bat for Raines. So she walks and trots down to first. That's the first walk that Flies yielded. Here's MP. Mary Peyton Redden will step in for the right side. She had an infield hit her first time up. 8 hits now in the night or afternoon for USJ. They lead the game 6-0. Fly steps back on the rubber. We'll bring it home. Strike. And the runner. No throw. Stolen base. MP Redden up there. They do a great job with their game presentation out here. PA, clock, the whole bit. We got baseball going on just a few yards away from us, down to our left. Soccer was out there as well, so they've got a lot of things going on the campus. Ball, one strike. But it is approaching the summer. It is late spring, and we are in the midst of things beginning to bloom a little bit. I mean, hopefully no more bad weather except maybe the storms tomorrow, and let's hope we get a break like we did last week. Here's a ball driven out to left center, and that ball is going to go all the way to the fence. 1 run in, 2 runs in, and rounding second and being caught in no man's land now. She went, uh-oh, but it's going to be Redden. And now they throw the ball into right field, and she stays there. She gets a break there. Redden obviously didn't see the stop sign. Joel laughing about it. She put on the brakes, and, I mean, you could tell she was a dead duck there for a second, but she got back in there with a break. That's narrow on that throw, by the way. So the 2-run double makes it 8-0, and now 9 hits. And with 1 out, here is Ayers up. She doubled and hit a 3-run homer. She got a chance to go for the cycle today. If we go that long, it's already 8-0. In the third, the pitch to Ayers. Strike, took something off that time. Looked a little high, but she took something off, and Ayers probably did a good job not even swinging that thing, because if she does, she's probably going to pop it straight up in the air. 8-zip. Lady Bruins lead the game. Redden was hustling around second. That was sort of funny to watch. She did a great job. Here's the line drive out to left center. That ball hits the fence. Ayers missed first, so she's got to go back down hole there. And that drives in Little Redden. So it's 9-0. RBI single by Ayers. She missed first and had to go back, or she'd have been right there at second with another double. Well, she's a triple away from hitting for the cycle. That's right. That's what I'm just saying. She held up on purpose. She said, "I'm gonna get a triple the next time." That's a good point. 8, make it 9-0. Your score, is that right? I believe it's 9 now. I think I'm right there. I may be wrong, guys. Is it 9-0? Okay. I'm not trying to call you out there, but yeah. In all the excitement, we lose track a little bit. Now, if we were down 8-0, it'd still be 8-0. That's right. Shannon told me that he knows John Weeks, the softball coach at Bethel, real well. Here's the pitch. That ball is driven out to left. It's going to be fielded by the left fielder. Here's Ayers. She never stopped. I mean, the Gazelle moves into third and slides there, and on the play, Polk takes second. Well, we're going to give her a single, and then taking second on the throw. I mean, Ayers, that ball's hit the left field. Normally you hold up at second, but she never hesitated, and it wasn't even close. She just flew right into third. That kid is quick as lightning. My goodness. Here's Abby Brown in, reached on the fielder's choice and is struck out. 9-0 your score in the third. The long night for Fayette Academy, the Vikings gets longer, and especially if Brown can drive in these runs. Here's the pitch. Remember, only 1 out. I have unofficially now 10 hits on the day. 9 runs, 10 hits. I didn't bring my game changer with me. I need that tonight. Meant to bring that with me. I missed it last night as well. So Brown, step in. That one sails out, and it's 2 balls, no strikes. On deck is the very dangerous Taylor Chance, who already has a home run today. Here's Fly's delivery. Here it is. Check swing. Foul ball. Came within a whisper, staying fair. Ayers would have scored, but you'll take that and put the bat back in the hands of the hitter. And that being Brown. On deck is Elrod. Brown with a 2-1 count. Fly ball to left field. It may get out. That ball is out of here. The third home run of the game. And Brown got a pitch on the 2-1 count. That's what we said about being in front of a hitter. And the 3-run shot makes it now 11-0 in the third inning. It is 12-0. I apologize, guys. You're right. Now my math is failing me. 12-0. I was never very good at math. I have 8 student assistants at Bethel, and one's having a little trouble with math. He'll go unnamed, but came in today and talked to me today, and I said, son, you're asking the wrong person, but I can put you in touch with a tutor. 12-0 your score. Now, Alicia never needed that at Union. She's a grad student out at Union. She never needed tutors. I know that. From San Antonio, Texas. She's a long way from home, isn't she? 12-0. Right now, the Bruins are just, here's a pop-up. And let's see if it stays in play. The shortstop drifts behind third base and grabs it. And that's Hannah Fly helping out her pitcher that time. Here's Taylor in there again. Had the home run earlier and popped up to second the last time up. And the shortstop grabbed that. Jans will step in from the right side. 12-0 in the third. Here's the pitch. Took something off of it. And a strike. No balls and a strike. On deck is Prater, who is singled and doubled in the game. 10 hits on the night. We're going to double check our hits here in a minute. Here's Fly's pitch. Oh, my goodness. No balls, 2 strikes. Well, he's made that a strike pretty well all night, but it looks a tad outside up here to me. Maybe it's getting a little bit of the black. I'm not sure. Here's the pitch. Staying alive, pops it up to the right. I saw a good meme the other day. They were talking about Greg Maddox. They called him someone wanted the house painted. And when the meme came up, it was all the edges of the house painted black. People have too much time on their hands. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. 3 in, 12-0 your score. Here's the pitch. Fly ball out to left, and that's going to get down. Second hit of the night. And that will bring up now. That's 11 hits on the game. So 12-11 is your line score for USJ. Here's Prater. We'll step in. I'm going to tell public address announcer he's done a great job. I'm going to tell him what I told the guy at Jackson Christian last night. When number 2 comes up, you have to do the Derek Jeter, number 2. Derek Jeter, number 2. Here's the pitch. Seeing a lot of major leaguers wear number 2 now in honor of Derek Jeter. And number 2 this time is L.K. Prater. She's singled and doubled. Well, we mentioned a moment ago, Ayers is close to the cycle. Prater, she could knock one out of here or hit a triple. She'd be getting close too. Here's the pitch. Foul into the dugout there. 1 ball, 1 strike. 1 on, 2 out. 12 runners have crossed the platter for the USJ Lady Bruins. Swing and a miss. Out in front of it a little bit. 1 ball, 2 strikes. On deck is Golden. Prater will have 1 more swing at it, hopefully, and get some contact here. Here's the pitch. Stayed live, fouled that one off. Good bit of hitting there that time. You got to swing at that pitch because that's the pitch the home plate umpire has been pretty consistent about calling a strike all night. And she battled it and fouled it off. These teams meet again, we mentioned, on the 11th down in Summerville at Fayette Academy. That'll be the first of 3 straight road games after they play Trinity tomorrow, if weather allows that. Here's the pitch. That ball is hammered, but it's going to be foul. Even the balls that USJ have not put in play, they've hit pretty hard at times, especially down that left field line. So it remains a 1 ball, 2 strike count, 2 outs, 1 on, and the Lady Bruins lead 12-0. This one way outside, 2 balls, 2 strikes. This kind of game, too, is something that really Elrod needed tonight because she threw 110 pitches last night. I don't have the pitch count on her right now, but she's had some long time to rest in that dugout, that arm, too, because USJ's had some long at-bats. That one, again, hit hard, but out of play down outside the left field fence. Well, at least it couldn't be any hotter in San Antonio today than it is here, 85 degrees. They got hot. And then we get the storms tomorrow, and the high, I think, in Thursdays, we're only in the 50s. It's West Tennessee weather is all I can say. Here's the pitch. No need to complain about it if you can't do anything about it now. That time, faking. Chance looked like she was going to go down to second. She was going to draw the throw, then said, nope, I'm going to go back to first. And the catcher just bit it. And now the umpire directing, saying there's a ball in play there. Joel has to go out and get that ball. 3 balls, 2 strikes, runner at first hands, and then it's a 12-0 game in the third. Here's the pitch. Ball. A good bit of hitting that time, too, by Prater. On the night, that's Fly's 3rd walk of the game. And Coach Lewis is headed to the mound. I think he's going to bring in the center fielder to take Fly's place. So Fly's going to go 2 2/3 innings. She gave up, in this case, 12 runs on 11 hits. We'll take a break as they warm up the new pitcher. Back after this 1-minute message on Worthy Road Studios.
Championship DNA. That's what you find at Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way. A full line of new Chevrolets plus West Tennessee's largest used car inventory. State-of-the-art service work and pre-approved auto loans online at JonesChevroletHumboldt.com. Shop with a winner. Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way.
King Jewelers is not your typical run-of-the-mill jewelry store. Grover is a certified jeweler with 35 years experience. This isn't just a jewelry store. It's an iconic symbol of love. How far would you go for love? King Jewelers, 16B Conrad Drive, Jackson.
We're back. I think I would mention Fly being the pitcher, and I apologize. She's actually been the shortstop. This is Casey Kimmery coming in for Jenna Kimmery. So the Fly family, we apologize. A couple of late changes in the lineup for Fayette Academy that I failed to write down properly. So, Kimmery for Kimmery. Coach Lewis makes the change here in the third. So, Kimmery gives up 12 runs, 11 hits. And Coach Lewis out there to direct traffic and watch his youngster warm up. Action again, looking at USJ's upcoming schedule. Trinity here tomorrow, weather permitting, as we said. Then at Fayette Academy. At Trinity, Sacred Heart. That's a good, tough schedule. Jackson Christian at home on the 18th. Chance to get back at the Lady Eagles from last night. Scotts Hill on the 20th and the 28th. Hollow Rock, Brewston Central. Here's Ella Golden. She's popped up and grounded out in the game. 12-0 your score. Here's the Kimmery pitch. Someone saying good pitch below, but the umpire said nope, no cigar at that time. So it's 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Forthcoming now by Kimmery, and it's a strike. Again, that's that same pitch that he's called a strike pretty well all night. You can't complain at him because it's been consistent on both sides. Here's the pitch again. Another strike. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Kimmery's come in for Kimmery now. Again, we apologize. We had fly pitching, and that wasn't the case for 2.5 innings. Here's the pitch again by Kimmery. Slow curve. I guess it was just a slow pitch, and it goes over the head this time of Golden, who really didn't have to react very strongly. It was thrown so lightly. So 3 balls, 2 strikes, runners at first and second. 12-0 your score. And the Bruins trying to put this one completely in the win column. Line out to short, and that ends the inning. We'll recap the runs and the hits when we come back. Let's take a minute break. We'll come back. We'll go to the 4th. USJ leads the game 12-0. Stay with us, everybody.
Ready for spring cleaning? Don't forget your HVAC system. Somebody needs to clean out all that dust and grime, and that somebody is us. Let McCoy's Heating and Air professionally clean your system so cool air can flow where it needs to go. Schedule now and you can get your cleaning for only $90. Call McCoy's Heating and Air at 731-668-7492 or visit airmccoy.com. McCoy's Heating and Air, Jackson's most trusted team of technicians.
Football looks fun. I bet I would have been great at it. The first football playing deer, they would have made a movie about me and everything. Probably get Kurt Russell to play me. But alas, me and my dreams run right over again.
For fast, reliable collision repair, trust the experts at Mitchell's Body Shop. And get back out there.
Wholesale substitutions. Thank you very much, Alicia. Wholesale substitutions now for their changes in the lineup for USJ. In the game now is going to be pitching Emerson Fair. Emerson played yesterday in that game at Jackson Christian. We've got changes all around the diamond. We'll acknowledge those as we progress here. Third baseman now. That's going to be Laura Kate Prater. See if Golan's still at first. We'll acknowledge that for you. Ayers is still at shortstop. So we'll sort things out as we progress. Lauren Raines is in there at catcher now. So a complete new battery. Raines is the catcher. Fair is the pitcher. In a 12-0 game. So Coach Ayers moving some people around, getting people a chance to play. Here's Fair's first pitch. Swing and a miss. Hacking at that one was Hannah Logan. Logan flied out to left fielder first time up. In a 12-0 game, top of the 4th. Here's the pitch. Sails outside. 1 ball, 1 strike. So the 1-1 pitch forthcoming. Driven out to center field, an atom ball right at the center fielder. And catching that one in the first out of the game, or inning. Logan got good bat on it, good barrel on it, but flied out to center. And here is in the ball game now. Hitting will be Katie Lynn Branch. So Fair 1 up, 1 down in the 4th. And here's the pitch. With a 12-0 lead, good move by Joel. Of course, he's forgot more about softball than I'll know. But yesterday, again, we mentioned EK had 110 pitches in the game. So no need to wear her out with a 12-0 lead. Here's Fair's delivery on the 0-1 count. The lefty will wheel and deal. Here it is. Foul ball down the third baseline. Hit pretty hard, but foul. Branch got out in front of it a little bit. And it's no balls and 2 strikes. Fair working pretty quick. Wouldn't have to have a clock on her. Remember now in Major League Baseball, it's 15 if no one's on, 20 if someone's on. Boy, she thought maybe that was going to be called a strike. It's still a little high, but couldn't pull the trigger on the swing, but it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. A lot of Major League Baseball players and fans like it. It's shortened baseball about 25 minutes. We talked about that last night a little bit. Here's the pitch. 2 balls, 2 strikes outside. A tad. 12-0 Lady Bruins lead the game. We're in the 4th. 3 runs first, 3 runs second, and a 6 spot in the 3rd. Down to 3rd. Nice pickup and an easy out. So the ground out, 5-3, brings up Proctor. Proctor, her first time up. Grounded out, and here's Fair now, a chance for a 1-2-3 inning, something we haven't seen a lot of. Here's the pitch. And the new catcher in there does a good job. That's Lauren Raines. Remember the double Raines hit. Well, she drilled her. One of the hits that really set the stage, and then we've had 3 home runs in the game. The Bruins have, and they lead the game 12-0. 1 ball, no strikes. Here's the pitch. Took something right at her that time, right around the letters, but a little high. So it's 2 balls, no strikes. Raines looks over at the dugout. Coach Ayers telling Fair what he wants her to pitch here. Ball. And it's 3-0. This is one of those deals when you're up 12-0. I think you just rear back and make them put it in play. Make them hit it. Of course, Joel's coaching down there too, and this is a spot for Fair to gain even more experience. Here's Fair's pitch. Good pitch. There's that same strike again. It's been consistent all day. If it's out there, you better be hacking at it. 3 balls and a strike. We're in the 4th, 12-0 USJ. Stepping back in there, you get a good shot of Proctor there. Fair will step back on the plate, and here's the delivery. Strike, nice pitch. Low, a little low, but not low enough if you're a Bruin fan. And now it makes it a 3-2 count with no one on and 2 outs. Fair will bring it home. Here's the pitch. Outside, and walks her. So Proctor gets on, and here's Annabelle Key stepping in from the right side. Addie Belkey, that's a nice name. Remember, she popped up. Elrod dropped the ball, but they got the force out her first time up at second base when the runner got hung up and had to hold up, and then got out easily at second. There's the ball driven down to the right side and out of play. And the ball skitters across the pavement down there toward the soccer field. No balls and a strike. Diamond Dave McCulley with you tonight from USJ. Stan Gerard is tuned in. Hello, Stan. My color man on the TCA games. Here's the 0-1 pitch. Ball inside and low. 1 ball, 1 strike. Lady Bruins broke this thing open. 3 in the first, 3 in the second, 6 in the third, and it's makings of a rout. No disrespect to Fayette Academy. Here's the pitch. Well outside, and a snap throw down to first, but the runner's back safely. Fair adjusts the helmet, walking back. The protective mask, I should say. I'm sure those things are a little bit uncomfortable at times, but they're a must, I think, with pitchers. Here's the pitch. And that one gets by. It's going to be a wild pitch that time. Take your pick or pass ball. I think we're going to say a wild pitch. That was well outside. And the runner scoots down to second. Fayette Academy hadn't had many people in scoring position, a couple, 2 or 3, and that's been it. It's a 12-0 game in the 4th. The pitch. Outside and walked her. So 2 walks, straight walks. They put runners now at first and second. And here's Cannon up. She struck out her first time up. Morgan Cannon. Cannon is another one of those freshmen. We mentioned Fayette Academy, 1 8th grader. 4 freshmen, 5 sophomores, a junior, and 2 seniors. Kimry, the gal that pitched tonight and Abby Proctor, who's just up there. They're the only two seniors on this team. 12 runs, 13 hits, 1 error for USJ. No runs. We'll have to double check our hits on Fayette Academy. They only have 1 hit by my stat sheet. 3 or 4 walks they've been able to get on. That's been it. Here's the Kimry pitch. Nice pitch. On the outside portion of that plate, 1 ball, 1 strike. Kimry steps out. Nice crowd over at baseball. Here's the pitch. And it's ball, 2 balls and a strike. Actually, my first time to be back at the softball complex here after all these years of calling high school games. But I love the baseball park over there where they atop the USJ dugout. They've got the chairbacks built over in the stands over there. Swing and a miss. Not really close that time. Coach Lewis saying you got to hang in there, kiddo. 2 balls, 2 strikes. 2 on, 2 out. I don't believe in betting, but if you go to the horse races tomorrow, bet on the second horse in the second race. But don't do it. We don't believe we're a Christian school. We don't believe in betting. Here's the 2-2 pitch. Dribble down to first, easy out. And stepping on first base is Taylor Shantz, who had moved over from third, and an easy out there. So the ground out, unassisted to the 3 spot. No runs, no hits, no errors, 2 left, 2 walks in the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's all Bruins. They lead the game 12-0. This is USJ softball on the Ball Game Blitz. Stay with us.
The most important benefit when you buy from Jones Chevrolet at Three-Way? Peace of mind. Jones Chevrolet's warranty forever comes with every qualifying new and pre-owned vehicle. Powertrain coverage for as long as you own your vehicle. Find out more at Jones Chevrolet in Three-Way.
Carlac Prestige is not your typical used car dealer. We have everything from a Porsche to this, and lots more. We inspect and repair all our vehicles. Ask us to prove it. We will.
Carlac Prestige, Van Drive, Jackson.
This could be a true story. On October 3rd, a 2003 hatchback struck and killed a deer that goes by the name Buck. I know, right? He now has Buck's head proudly displayed on his living room wall. He tells a different story.
Shot it.
No, he didn't.
And to hide his lie, he took his car to Mitchell's Body Shop.
No, I didn't.
Yes, he did. And lucky for him, they made it look good as new. And as for Buck, the story continues.
We go to the 4th. 12 runs, 13 hits by the Bruins. No runs, 1 hit by the Vikings out of Somerville, down in Fayette County. Kimry will stay out there, relieving her sister Jenna earlier. Here's Casey, who started off the game in center field. And Joel talking to someone in the dugout down there. I'm not sure what that's about. Now he's going to make a change here. One of those games, a chance to, well, it's fair actually, hitting in the spot. She came in to pitch. Wearing number 6. I have done 3.5 innings, and I've not mentioned the Yankees yet. But I just did, didn't I? Yanks won again last night. They're 3-1. Here's the pitch. Strike. No balls and strike. After my Cats get beat in basketball, I've got the Yankees to lean on for the summer. We'll see how that goes. Going for title number 28. Here's the pitch. Ball. 1 ball, 1 strike. I like the blue pinstripes, the jerseys. Of course, I'm a little prone to like pinstripes. It's a 12-0 game, and Fair leading off the bottom of the 4th. Nightfall settling in here on the campus of USJ here in North Jackson. Here's the pitch. Popped up. Out of play. Down the left down there. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Joe rubbing up that softball. You got to have a little dirt on it, guys. Talking to his on-deck hitter, and Fair will step back in with a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Got to protect the plate now. Kimry will bring it home. Here's the pitch. That one hit about 10 feet in front of the plate. Looked like one of my 6-irons. 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the Bruins trying to put them away here. Here's the pitch outside. It stays out there. 3 balls, 2 strikes. USJ's done a good job tonight with good eyes, drawing some walks and not swinging a lot of bad pitches that Kimry, the older Kimry, threw up earlier. That ball is hit hard, but right at the left fielder, and she snags it out of midair. You can't hit a ball much better than that. Again, one of those atom balls. And range flies out to left. And coming in now to hit. Reese Scott comes in. Came in the game a little while ago. We're right on our stat sheet. Appreciate the guys that were helping me. Reese steps in from the right side. Strike. Wanted to swing at it. Check swing, and then they actually pull the bat back just in time, but it's a strike on the outside portion of the plate. Wind settled down a little bit, getting a little cooler here in Jackson. Here's the pitch. That one was an off-speed pitch. She sort of had a double look at it and then fouled it back in the screen. No balls, 2 strikes. Ree trying to get on here, get something going. On deck is Sierra West. Here's the pitch. Again, that one hit well in front of the plate. When Kimry's missed, she's missed way up in front of the plate. Done a good job, though, relieving his sister. 12-0 your score. Here's the pitch. Good swing that time. Nice cut at it, but fouls it back in the screen. We talked a little bit last night when you see a hitter get a beat on it pretty well and foul it right back like that. They really right on top of it, but just got a little bit up under it. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No one on, 1 out. Third baseman, first baseman in a couple steps. Infield short and second playing a couple steps in as well. Outfielder's pretty well straight away. And relatively deep, to be honest with you. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Another ball, and Kimry looks around. And she'll bring it home. Here's the pitch. Foul right back over us here. A souvenir for someone in the crowd. Oh, wait a minute. We have to return them here in softball, don't we? Used to be, I grew up, Stephanie, if you were a youngster at a game like this, you went and got the ball, they'd give you a soda or something or a hot dog. You know, here's the ball. That's a blue pit. That's going to get down right between the first baseman and second baseman, and Ree Scott has a hit. How about that? And way to go, Ree. Yeah, if you retrieve the foul ball, they give you a hot dog or a soda or something like that, you know. So don't do that anymore, do we? Times are tough, guys, everywhere. Here's Sierra West. That is the 14th hit unofficially for USJ in this game. 12 runs, 14 hits. That's a good, some good numbers to post up on the board. Trying to bounce back from that tough loss last night to Jackson Christian. There's a ball. Hit hard, but over toward the dugout a little bit. And it's no balls and a strike. USJ hadn't played a ton of games this year, but about to heat up here with a lot of them in a row here in the next couple of weeks. Runner fake going down to Scott, faked like she was going to go to a second. She came back. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 on, 1 out. In a 12-0 USJ game thus far. Kimry will check the wristband again. The codes on there, they signal those in from the codes. Here's a throw down to second. Scott gets back, drew the throw. Fayette Academy and USJ, they've had some good battles in just about every sport. Saw where Coach Michael Hodem left there, went down to Briarcrest as defensive coordinator in football. Here's the pitch. That's hit down to short. That could be 2. Over to second for 1. Nope, not hit hard enough, really. And fielder's choice, reaching on that was the hitter. And stepping in now, Keely Thompson's going to step in. So Keely will step in with 1 on and 2 outs. In the 4th, Kimry brings it home. That gets by the catcher. And it's going to be the runner moving down to second. If USJ has a slight inclination to run, they're going to run. And they're going to burn you with that speed. Runner at second now in scoring position. This would be the only inning that USJ's not scored if they don't score here. Here's a swing and a miss by Thompson. 1 ball, 1 strike. A 3-3-6 line score innings. Can't beat that. Here's the pitch. Swing and a miss. Pretty good rip at it, but just missed it. A little in front of it. And here's the pitch again. Outside. Evens the count at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Runner down at second with 2 outs. And the lights on here at USJ. Here's the pitch. High. And again, USJ's done a really good job tonight making the pitchers work, whether it be Kimry or Kimry. Sounds like a law firm, doesn't it? Looking at the walks. 1, 2, 3. Just 4 walks in there. Make it 3 walks in the game. Seems like more. Good at bat for Thompson and swings as I say that and missed it and the inning's over. No runs. 1 hit. No errors. 1 left. We go to the 5th. USJ leads the game 12-0. We're back after this 1-minute message on the ball game Blitz. Stay with us.
Mention BallGame Blitz Sports Network and receive a free gift.
Downtown is thriving and the Blacksmith Restaurant is leading the pack. From the rustic dining room to the unmatched patio, eating local with family is what we're about. Live local, eat local, relax local.
If you're enjoying a cookie and your producer and director tells you got 10 seconds, you got to eat it pretty quick. Welcome back, everybody. Top of the 5th. In a 12-0 USJ game, they lead the game. Glad you're aboard tonight. Don't forget, folks, any rebroadcast, retransmission, editing, or further use of this game tonight without the written consent of Paul Schulte and Worthy Road Studios is strictly prohibited. All the games are archived to the Worthy Road Studios YouTube channel and live on Facebook as well. Please support our advertisers who make it possible for Worthy Road Studios to bring you games like this. And coming to bat will be Riley Miles. She's a freshman who gets in there. Fair will bring it to her. My stat sheet looks like a chicken that got on it with lead feet and just started scribbling. A lot of these changes now. 12-0 your score. 12-14-1 for USJ. 0-1-2 for Fayette Academy. Here's the pitch. Hit off the end of the bat. 1 ball, 1 strike. Glad you're aboard tonight and watching wherever you may be around the area, around the nation, around the world tonight on Worthy Road Studios. Here's the pitch. 2 balls and a strike. Stephanie telling me I was mentioning weddings and different events, church services, ball games. She mentioned funerals, and at my age, I sort of just let that go right by me. Now, well, I will tell you this. Here's the pitch. I'm sure Paul will assure me in my demise, there'll be no charge to my wife, I would hope. 3 balls and a strike. So 3 balls and a strike. Here's the pitch. Hit hard. Stands right on top of it. Taylor grabbed that thing right in there, and it's a ground out to the first baseman, unassisted. And it is 1 up, 1 down in the 5th. So the ground out to the 3 spot. Here's Casey Kimmery stepping in. Casey's grounded out to short and double in the game. And Kimmery will bat from the left side. She throws left, bats left. Yeah, again, we had Fly pitching for a couple of first innings, and that was not Fly. So I apologize again for that. That'll be the last time I do that. It was Jenna Kimmery. Jenna is a senior. Casey is a sophomore, as John Ward used to say. I miss John in Kaywood. It's a 12-0 game. Here's the pitch. Hit hard out to left field. That's going to go with the left fielder's head. Barely. Going back to get that thing or try to get it. Unable to grab it in there at that time was Mary Peyton Redden, and that's a double for Kimmery. That's her second double of the game. So, credit Fayette Academy. They're not going slowly into the night, are they? And stepping in now will be Jenna Kimmery. Struck out and flied out, popped up to first base. Kimmery will step in there from the right side of the plate, and Fair, the lefty, will bring it home. In a 12-0 game, trying to shut them out here. Here's the pitch. Strike. Nice pitch. A little bit of a fastball on the outside portion of the plate. So no balls, one strike to the right-handed hitter. First and third up a couple of feet. Here's the pitch. Same area but low this time, and it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Fair works pretty quickly out there. Elrod, the pitcher of decision thus far. EK came back with a nice effort tonight after pitching 110 pitches last night. I don't care how young you are. That's got to be pretty tough. Popped up. Let's see if it stays in play. And a nice play by Taylor Sands. How about Taylor? Well, Dad seen her hit a homer and now seen her make a great defensive play. She had a great jump on that. And the pop up to the 3 spot. And here is Hannah Fly. Fly has popped up to the catcher and flied out to left. So 2 up, or 2 down, I should say, with a runner at second. Fair. Looks in the dugout, sees what the code is, looks at the check and the armband, and brings it home. It's ball outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Bruins trying to put them away here. Here's the pitch by Fair. Strike. 1 ball, 1 strike. Been a good shot from behind the plate there. As Fair will bring it home momentarily. There's a great shot from that center field camera. Boy, Paul and the gang have it covered, don't they? Here's a pop-up out of play. 1 ball, 2 strikes. What was it? We did a game. Paul was telling me the other day, did a game somewhere. Was it 5 cameras there, Steph? Was it 5 or 6 cameras I think they had there? That's a lot of cameras, a lot of great angles. Here's the fair pitch on the 1-2. Ground out to third, over to first, and the inning is over. Well, no runs, 1 hit. No errors, and 1 left. And that is going to do it. As the Lady Bruins have won this game. The happy final, 12-0. Let's do this. Let's take a 1-minute break. We'll come back and give you the totals. Mention our sponsors again, and we'll call it a good night from USJ. Thanks, guys, for your help here in the booth. It's 12-0, the final, the happy final from USJ. We'll be back after this 60-second message on the BallGame Blitz.
We offer live webcasting for families. It kind of came out of when so many warriors were going overseas to war. We have learned to offer families more choices, that we want to serve our families well and serve our families better.
Fleet Feet, your locally owned source for the best shoes for school, work, running, and everyday comfort. They offer a 3D scan of your feet and professional fitting. Fleet Feet sells the top-selling brands Hoka, OnCloud, and Brooks. To add comfort to your spikes or other performance shoes, let Fleet Feet fit you for a pair of arch support inserts. Get the quality you want and the service you deserve at Fleet Feet in Jackson on Oil Well Road beside Walgreens.
Thompson & Smith, the area's premier independent insurance brokerage, has been serving families and businesses in the region through its founding companies since 1927. With their many insurance company partners, Thompson & Smith provides insurance products for family, home and auto, contractors, retailers, restaurants, manufacturers, medical and dental clinics, as well as any other business or organization seeking quality coverage, risk management expertise and customer-focused service. Call them today to discuss your insurance needs.
Again, our pleasure to be with Worthy Road Studios and the BallGame Blitz again tonight. I'm Dave McCulley as we wrap it up here in the post game. The happy final, USJ wins the game 12-0. Good luck to the Lady Bruins. I'm not sure if I'll be back with them this year or not, but if so, we will look forward to that. And Jackson Christian, TCA as well. But good luck to Fayette Academy, and appreciate Coach Lewis, his help with his lineups earlier. And we do apologize again. We had fly pitching that first couple innings, and just our numbers got skewed a little bit there. But we do apologize. Our first time to see Fayette Academy this year as well. Good luck to them as well. In the ball game, unofficially, we mentioned a moment ago, it was 12 runs on 14 hits, 1 error by USJ. No runs, just 2 hits. The 2 doubles by Casey Kimmery, the only hits that they had tonight, they being Fayette Academy. It's a happy final 12-0. Let's remind you that our game tonight has been brought to you by Jackson State Community College, Jones Chevrolet, Blacksmith Restaurant, Thompson & Smith Insurance. Meanwhile, Aloha Pools, Jackson State Community College, Elite Dental, Carlite Nissan, Mitchell's Body Shop, McCoy's Heating and Air, Kaufman's Furnishings and Appliances, Erickton Funeral Directors, the Bank of Jackson, King Jewelers, Dynamics, also H&M Construction, Dynamics, I should say, H&M Construction, Great American Sports, Red Hook Restaurant, Carlite Prestige, and Fleet Feet. For Alicia Tatch and Stephanie Janda, and for Paul Schulte, our Executive Producer Director, I'm Diamond Dave McCulley. Have a great evening. God bless you, and the happy final again. USJ wins at 12-0. So long, everybody. Oh, he is. Okay.